we're good. Yep. What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody? What it do? Cheers.
You're on Island Block Radio, powered by Dash.
What's up, everybody? You're back on the ParBar on Island Block Radio, powered by Dash. I'm your host, Mr. Rich D. Joining me, as always, Mr. Vince T.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
The doctor himself, Dr. Twisted.
What it do?
And Dominic Bloss is in the house.
What up?
God damn it. I swear to God.
I still haven't come up with my catch line yet.
All right, all week. That's all you're doing, practicing your catch line.
Just practice in the bathroom where it echoes.
Fine. That sounds good, though.
Thanks. What?
Not like singing and saying stuff in a hallway or a bathroom or something.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yes.
acoustic
Sing
effect.
in the bathroom
Oh.
all you
The
want.
natural reverb in the room.
Sure.
Well, you're back on the ParBar, and we got a guest today at the bar.
Woo!
You want to use your real name?
I mean, they already said it.
Wait. What's your profile name? Well, let's do that.
My name. My name.
My
Mel-
name. Okay, so we
Melani.
have my name. Oh.
Melani.
We have Melani in the house. We'll save her last name so she doesn't ruin any villages or anything like that. But she's here. She's family. So we were hanging out. We told her to come on the show tonight. She does event planning here in San Diego.
Yep.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But we'll get to her segment at the end of the show. She'll be chiming in here and there.
End of the show.
End of the show.
Yeah.
End of the show.
So she has to stay the whole time.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, man, we got some. It was a good week. It was a busy week for us. I was Thursday. I had the boys' last game. Then they had the banquet on Friday. We were supposed to go to a ceremony on Saturday, but we didn't go to closing ceremonies. None of the parents wanted to go. So
That
That's,
sucks.
that's good, dude. That's a good team right there.
Why?
Because, man, you know that politics stuff with the baseball leagues, it's good to have that one team where all the parents are like, man, fuck that. Let's do
Yeah.
our own thing.
yeah.
That's the shit.
So we did our own banquet. We had our own
Yeah.
ceremony, our own trophies and stuff like that
Nice.
for the kids. And then we didn't go to the ceremony on Saturday. The only sad part was that they were giving out free Padre tickets. So, but none of the kids wanted to go, or none of the parents wanted to go. So, but man, and then we had other stuff we had to do that morning. We had practice. We're back in full blown practice for Urencha, getting ready for our busy summer. We had right after that we drove up to Temecula for my goddaughter's birthday down here in Lemon Grove in San Diego, and then we went up to Temecula, which is about an hour and a half away from here, and did a party up there for a buddy of ours turned 30. So man, it was a super busy
30.
super busy weekend, but it was fun. And then we did things today for my sister-in-law. So
Yes.
I'll let Twisted introduce all that because he probably knows more in detail about that ceremony. But it was pretty intense. The
I wasn't there. Oh, her pinning ceremony.
parents
That's
pinning
right,
ceremony, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But,
cool.
Vince T.
Congratulations to her, too.
What up?
Alrighty then, Twisted.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't ready for that one. I know we do it every week, but my week is all right. I'm currently doing some car shopping. Had a little fender bender the other week, so
Lots of fenders bended.
bro, like all the fenders, bro. All the fenders, the benders.
It's an ender.
Yeah, it's pretty much ender right now. But yeah, man, that's what I've been doing. Man, it's stressful, man. I don't even want to buy a new damn car.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Yeah,
you guys
man,
had already been looking at cars before.
Yeah, but
that,
that's
though.
when you don't have to, and then it's all fun. So
Now
you
you
really
have
got to
to.
do it. You know what I mean? But
Alright.
it's all good. Other
get
than
it.
that, man, just working. Actually, I don't know if you guys heard it, but the live mix of the Island Style Friday.
I
the
did.
Untitled
I did,
Set
yeah.
one. So I'm thinking about putting some of that out pretty soon after approval from the musicians.
Oh, nice.
Just so you know, that's their reputation and all that good stuff. It sounded great to me, but
It did sound good.
I don't want to put anything out
Oh,
without
yeah.
their
Even if it's just
consent.
like you don't have to put out the whole thing. Just
No,
cut
just-
a
yeah,
couple
just-
songs or whatever.
Yeah, probably the best songs, which I think all of them were good. But yeah, so everybody listening, look out for that.
Nice.
Man. You know what? I was thinking about this today, and I'm like, man, my life sounds so goddamn boring every week when I get on there. It's just
All right,
like-
well,
But
next.
that's the grind, though, man.
it is. I mean, that's just the thing. Though. It's just, what's my recap? Well, I was at work all week.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's grown folk stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, good news. I mean, I got a car running. I had one of my cars that was just sitting and.
Oh, can I have it?
Yeah, a couple grand.
Wait, it isn't a Corvette, is it?
No,
Oh.
I'm not an old man. That's an old man retirement car.
Corvette Stingray.
It's a Trans Am, a 1983 Trans Am. No, I had a car that was sitting in the driveway that was my driver, and I kind of neglected it once I got my little pickup, and just kind of became an eyesore on Tuesday. So I decided to do something with it, and now my baby's back.
Nice.
I fell in love again. with her.
What did you name? What was the name again?
Oh, that's Stella, 'cause Stella got a groove back, baby.
Isn't that that one movie?
That is that one.
Yeah,
movie.
it is the
Okay.
movie.
What's the name? What's the name of the
Stella
movie?
got a
Stella
groove.
got a
Stella
groove.
got
Oh no, I thought it was Oh no, it's Eleanor.
What?
From
Eleanor?
yeah, there's another movie with
Oh.
Nicolas
Oh, Gone in
Cage.
60 Seconds, the
Yeah.
Mustang. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eleanor.
See, I know what the hell I'm talking about.
We
Okay.
don't. bro.
Eleanor, Stella,
And I ain't never watched Stella Got a Groove.
Stella
Back, right?
Nor.
Watch that stuff.
Stella Artois.
Well,
What?
Yeah,
so-
I could do this though.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Oh, me? Same grinding. Had a gig last night at Tony's in OB.
you sound amazing, by the way, today.
I'm a little congested. Vince actually got to check us out for the first time. Me
Yeah.
and Rico playing
I was
together.
in Point Loma just having dinner, and then Dom sent us the message,
Yeah.
and I was
Oh,
like
that's cool.
10 minutes down the road, so I was like, I'll check it out real quick. And he said 9:00 he started. I
Yeah.
was there at 9:00. So,
Yeah, I know.
And then
I felt
ended up-
bad. Like
And then I ended up helping him load in because it didn't start till 10.
this,
It worked. I
this is
told
what you do.
I told you
This
it
is
would
what
work.
you do. This is what I have to do for people to show up on time. I have to say that we start at a certain time so they show up an hour later. Just so it happened, you guys happen to not
Well-
be running on Islander time.
Well, now Dom, you let me know what time you really gonna start.
I know that for next time.
No, but-
Because he needs somebody to help him set up, load out.
I mean, I don't mind doing that, but I was like, cause I was expecting to walk in, because I walked in maybe like 9:20, something like that.
Yeah.
I was expecting like music, and I was like,
Yeah.
shit, did I beat Dom here to his own damn gig?
Am I in the right
Yeah,
spot?
but it was a fun gig. Me and Rico and I have been playing music since 2010 together.
Damn, is that when you were in
Um,
LA?
Yeah,
Oh, right on.
when I moved up there, and then we had Nate Titano on drums last night, and then we had Kiki on keys also.
Damn.
Yeah,
They had all that in like a 8x5 stage.
Yeah, dude. we had a drum riser. And that
Oh,
was
really?
it. Yeah, the rest of us were standing on the floor. It's a small
Oh,
place,
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
but it gets fun in there. It's fun in there.
What was Ease Up is the name of Rico's band?
Yeah, ease up. Check them out. They got a couple albums out.
Nice.
And then today, Becky and I did yard work. We just got a brand
Whoa,
new
whoa,
hedge
whoa, whoa,
trimmer.
hold on.
What?
Back up.
What?
So how was the gig though?
It was good. It was fun. It's
Anything
always, it's
interesting?
always fun there.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Nope.
nothing interesting.
Nothing
Alright,
that
cool.
anybody
Nope.
should know about.
Cool. Cool. So
But
you
yeah.
got your new hedge trimmer.
Yeah, we got a new hedge trimmer. Becky loves it. She wouldn't let me use it for the first. She's like, "Oh, how come you get to use it the first time?" I was like, "I was just getting it ready for you."
I'm just getting it ready for you. Ah.
Just plugged
So
it
she
in.
ended up like trimming all the hedges herself, and I just ended up cleaning up.
Don't you have HOA?
Yeah.
They don't take care of that for you?
No.
No, you have
They
to.
no. You know what they take care of? Giving you a freaking ticket if you don't do it.
Yeah.
That's how they get it done.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. No. HOA takes care of all like the grass and stuff outside your property.
Oh, okay.
The pool area.
Pool
You
area.
know, that sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck.
Because the city of Spring Valley actually gave, this is my second time, for somebody tagging up my wall that faces the road, the main road.
Oh, the one behind you?
Right. The one that you can see like on the main road. They're gonna find me for having graffiti on that I didn't do.
Wait. Spring Valley did that, or City of San Diego?
I would assume Spring Valley.
Are you 91977?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah. And so like they're gonna tax the people of the city for something they didn't even do. And then I painted it one time, and then within 24 hours it got tagged again.
Yeah, that's some BS.
So I was like, how the hell you want me to keep doing this? And and if it's my property, if I want it there, then let me have it there.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, municipalities are shady as hell, dude. So my job, like, we dig a hole out in the street, and we fill it in. we have to have a permit from the city to put the asphalt down. So they don't give us the permit for that when they give us the permit to do the job. So we have to put steel plates on the street to cover the holes. So we're still in the permitting process to do asphalt, and they won't give it to us. So this plate shift, and they come out and they write us a violation and get money from us because they don't want to give us the permits to finish the damn job. Shady.
That's shady.
Well, sounds like the city.
Well, our guest,
Yes.
how was your week?
It was great.
What'd you do?
It worked.
Anything fun?
I mean,
You're an event planner, so I mean that has to be fun.
Is that your full-time thing?
it's a full-time job. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I do event planning for Lincoln Military Housing.
I know. I have a friend that works there. Her name's Stephanie.
Oh, she used to work there.
Stephanie
Cruz?
Kess.
She took her job.
Yeah.
She got fired.
She got fired.
She didn't
took
get
her
fired.
job.
No, she didn't. Stop spreading rumors. No, she actually got a new job when I was coming in. So then I found out that you guys went to school together.
No,
So-
we didn't go to school. We were coworkers.
Oh, coworkers.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
something like that. Then I don't know, but
Sounds like a lie.
she said that she knew you.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah. He's in a
But
band.
yeah, just was working.
It's a small world.
Yes, it
Small
is.
world.
It's a
But
very
I mean,
small
through
world.
event planning, you must get to do like some cool events, right? I mean, like
Because Lincoln
Yeah.
Housing, that's military housing, right?
Right. So I
Yeah.
do all the free community events for our families that live in our properties. So we're gearing up right now for Kids Crew. We do like fun events for the kids throughout the summer, so that way they have activities to do. So we're starting off with like a 5K. So doing the marketing for that and getting ready for our summer block parties that we're doing for
5K? Like
yes.
the
like
the
a
marathon?
what's that? 3 miles?
it's a 3 mile.
Oh.
So it's I think 1.5 loop at NTC Park right there in Liberty Station.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
I like Liberty Station.
Me too.
Create
like
a
all
bunch
the-
of activities in summer, keep their asses out of trouble.
So
and
she
then
does all
make
the
'em
she
do
does all
marathons, keep 'em
she does all the like the kid stuff, and then when they have like a
me.
big ass concert, they're like, oh no, we got this one, man. Thanks.
Basically.
It's like,
stuff.
but I wanted to see Dave Matthews Band.
No.
He
I don't know.
wakes up in the
Pick a better
morning.
band.
She's like, who's Dave Matthews Band? What a jerk. But yeah. So anyway, you're on Island Block Radio, powered by Dash. This segment is brought to you by.
Guahan Grill, baby. Guahan Grill. 3 locations here in San Diego, Oceanside, Point Loma, and the newest location in Imperial Beach. Come check them out.
Yeah.
I might be playing there Friday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Plug.
still
Nice.
trying to
Which
find
one?
accompaniment. IB.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
We'll see. We'll see what
So you guys are
happens.
like rotating that, huh?
Yeah, I'm
So
tr-
then Three Lovers Point might be over at Point Loma.
Did you say Three Lovers Point?
3
Or
lovers?
Two Lovers Point.
There were 3 of them.
My God.
Rich, that's why they
That's
jumped
the
off,
other
right?
story.
Rich just changed history.
That's why. The love triangle.
All
sir.
right.
Got love triangle.
Wow.
At the point.
That
who
was the
pushed
reason.
who?
That was the real reason.
For
They
real.
Yeah,
jumped
that's
off.
actually in Solomon Islands, but we don't talk about that.
Stupid.
Oof.
Why are you so dumb?
Hey, makes a good story. I don't know.
shit
But
we
Two
would
Lovers
happen
Point.
anyway.
Two Lovers Point.
We got to put that out.
What?
That's our next conspiracy
Three
theory.
Lovers.
3 lovers.
Three
point.
Lovers Point.
There was
Well,
a
I mean,
third.
there was.
I mean,
a third
we are 1 for 1 right now.
I mean, what? One of them could have been 2 people.
Hey,
Alter ego, son.
man.
Whoa.
Dom, you're onto something.
No,
here.
I'm.
All right.
Anyway,
No,
okay, so
no.
today's first subject
Aha.
is balling on a budget. So
Yes, son.
I'm gonna let Vince T take this one by the steering wheel.
Yep. So, like I said before, got a little fender bender ender.
Ender.
Ended.
Ended
Ended
the car.
the-
Ended
yeah,
your
ended
car.
the car.
So I'm driving a older pickup truck that belongs to my dad right now. Now, Rich D calls me up on Friday because he wanted to use a speaker, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And I wasn't at home because I actually worked late, and it was like he had to go to the kids' banquet, right?
Right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, cool. I actually have it with me." It's a nice little Bluetooth speaker. Actually, the one we're using for a monitor right now.
Okay.
I had it in the truck. Keep in mind the truck is 97. It's a 1997 built. All stock audio.
What year were you born?
90. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So all stock audio equipment in there. Things never changed out. Still got the cassette tape player in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Just spit the tape back out. I tried it. So I pull up. I tell Rich D to open the door because the speaker's right there. I have it covered with a towel. And yeah, man, I was using that for my stereo for for my sound system because my iPhone doesn't plug into the cassette tape. So I pull up. I tell Rich, I was like, "Hey, man, I was doing the ghetto style."
Yeah.
And this dude started dying in front of John's Incredible Pizza Company.
Yeah.
Because
I did it,
dude. Because I had it covered like somebody's gonna steal it, and I was still concerned. I was like, "It was
They're gonna steal my system,
bro." For real, got Bluetooth.
That's a nice speaker, motherfucker.
EQ on,
They ain't
EQ
gonna-
on the back.
It's a better speaker.
They're not even
than
gonna take the
stock
truck.
speakers.
They can leave the truck
I forget y'all. But anyways,
and the towel.
and $10 for gas.
yeah.
It's
So
an antique.
I had it covered. I had it covered like somebody's gonna steal it, right? And then Rich just started laughing at me. But you guys ever have to do something like that?
Oh man.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when you're growing up, or even now, like you have to kind of adapt to
Bro, I had the fake cell phone antenna on my car back in the day.
the what?
The triangle thing?
No. So back in the day when cell phones were the big boxes that you could plug into the cigarette lighter and then unplug and carry it around, and I actually had a headset that you with the cord.
Oh, yeah, man. I
So
don't
in
know.
the
I'm born
car-
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You had to have an antenna on your car to use it. And it was just like a little corkscrew, looked like a
Okay,
little
yeah,
spring
yeah.
with a ball on the end.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I was balling with that thing. I had that double back tape in the middle of my back windshield. You remember that? Right in the middle of my back window. I was balling.
Hey,
With
so
no phone.
So it was fake. So why you want that? Just to look cool?
Balling, man. I was balling.
No.
I was balling.
What happened to somebody say, "Oh, can I use your phone?"
Be like, hell no.
You know how much it costs
Get
per
your
minute?
own damn phone. I'm balling. No.
That's it,
That's it, man.
man. That's the worst one you had.
No.
I would have thought you had more.
See, I think mine was about the same as yours. Remember the Kaboom box I used to take to high school?
Yeah.
So I used to use that, but that was a CD player. Because one of my speakers on my right door didn't work, so you can only hear the left side. So if that shit was like panning, like you could only hear like some of the damn music. So I was like, man, hell no. So I took the Kaboom box. I used to have like my radio in there, and that's when the CD players. It was like that's what, all we had, CD players. So we ran the CD player, and goddamn, man, when you hit a bump,
Yeah, skip.
it skip, and that motherfucker would not catch back on track, man. I used to
It
get
just keeps
pissed.
skipping?
It just keeps skipping, like kick.
Hey, so did you learn with that where the potholes were at?
Oh yeah, then you just kind of drive down slower.
Go around.
You gotta drive like you got a racer, a
Like-
lower dropped racer.
Oh yeah.
You have to do those.
But that was Comanche Doyle, son. Like, hey, that truck, the Comanche Jeep Comanche.
Oh, yeah.
We used to call it Comanche Doyle.
Comanche Doyle.
Yeah, that was the truck's name, man.
That was our get around right
dude,
there.
like a 3-seater, like. But I used to take everybody used to be in the dance club, all 9 of us.
Probably laying
That
down
one
like
and then
sardines.
AJ's Toyota too.
Yeah. Well, thank God he got that finally. But also, what's up to Vince in Reno, Nevada?
What up, Vince?
Yeah, man, things like that.
No, I had
Those are the best, bro.
I had my system taken out of my little Toyota, and I had to borrow a friend of mine's boombox with dual cassette player, and same thing. We put it on the floorboard in the back with a towel over it, and that was my
See?
system. Yeah.
See,
But-
it's still alive in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's still.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm-
Milani, you got anything you ever done ghetto like that?
Nope.
You damn lie. You never did like your eyebrows with a Sharpie or something?
No.
She looked at you like, you know I did.
Why are you bringing that up right now?
I thought we weren't going to talk about that one anymore.
No, honestly,
No?
never.
Well, you spoiled ass.
You never got like
yeah,
a
pretty much.
like a knock,
And I
like a
ain't gonna
knockoff
deny it.
Gucci purse or anything like that.
No, my stuff is always real.
What about when you were going to college?
Damn.
And you didn't have your parentals around.
Yeah, bootleg alcohol.
And Captain Morgan.
That's still legit.
That's nasty.
You never pour like Black Crow inside of a Jack Daniels bottle?
What the?
That's what we call alcoholic rich.
No, man, that's called balling on the budget, son.
What is it?
You pour like the plastic the bottles of whiskey that are in plastic bottles.
Like the Black Velvet.
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
Black Velvet, Black Crow,
And you put it in a
in a Jack
good
Daniels.
bottle?
Yeah, in a good bottle.
Also makes it look like you
yeah,
actually-
like you went and bought some shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's smart. I'm gonna do that next week here at the ParBar.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
No, I
definitely
mean I
not
could taste the
drinking.
difference.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing. You can taste the
Yeah.
difference.
yeah, but yeah, in college that was a big thing. Like you go get pop off the charcoal filtered fucking vodka, and,
Pop-off.
and then you go pour it in like a Belvedere bottle.
ParBar was a good vodka though because you could get drunk and fall down with the bottle and it wouldn't break. It would just bounce.
Because it was thick as hell.
thick as plastic.
I know what you're talking about.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys never did that?
No.
Damn.
Oh man.
All right, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I think so.
In half America, how about that? I didn't learn this shit by myself.
I didn't invent it.
Yeah.
Now you know we used to go to house parties and find where their alcohol was at, so that we could have our own house party later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yep.
Have you ever done a beer run? Like a little legit
Like you stole it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what a beer run actually was until one
Your ass
day.
got caught, huh?
No, one day someone actually did a beer run and I was a driver and they're like, go, go, go. I was like, where are you going? Why are you in a rush? They're like, I just grabbed the beer. I was like, you didn't pay for it? Oh my God, you didn't pay for this shit?
We're going to prison.
No, you better go back in there and buy that shit. Yeah,
Were you guys of age?
huh?
I mean, obviously not.
Yeah, what was it? I was of age. I was 21.
16. I
Oh,
had my
you
license.
were.
Shit.
Yeah. And the guy that did it was 21.
So what the? Y'all didn't have no jobs?
We did, but he was like, yes, let's go do a beer run real quick. I was like, all right, let's go. Like, I thought he was going to go in there and buy the beer, but he didn't buy the beer. He's
That's
like,
dumb.
he booked out. Like, you telling me I didn't do it again?
Yeah, I guess you learned the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some stupid stories, bro.
Hey, man. Well, I hung out with a lot of stupid people
Yeah.
outside of, like, the normal crew, too. So. Learned a lot of shit through college. I even go to college.
We went to a college.
Yeah. I partied at a college and learned a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were the event planner.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was a escape route guy. Fuck that shit. Dom, do you ever do? I don't think you ever had to do anything like
No,
that.
I never had to. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
You're a pretty simple living dude, though.
yeah,
I don't take. I don't take a lot of value in like material stuff.
like beer.
Beer. I mean, like the cheapest we go is like Bud Light or Natty Ice.
Well, I mean, not like a beer run. I'm talking about like a makeshift, like your.
Like you ever have to
faking
do?
the funks.
You ever
Yeah.
have to do
No,
something?
I
You ever
mean,
have to
well,
like tape your damn
I
side?
don't-
I didn't care about what people thought about me though.
You
know
didn't
what I
have spinner hubcaps on your first car? or
Oh,
anything?
I see what you're saying.
No,
But
or
you
like
have
how
to
to put a
like
fishing string on your ukulele?
yeah, you don't have to do that.
no.
Dental floss.
I mean, no.
No.
Shoestring instead of a real thong.
Just that one time, but
Use a pillowcase for your side,
I put it back on afterwards.
yeah, and then sleep on it.
And then use that motherfucker for a trick or treat bag.
It's that brown stuff. Don't worry about that.
yeah, I mean,
Chocolate from
I don't think I ever had to. Like, I just,
He's like, yeah, I had
I,
three
I,
pillows.
I never really like tried to impress anybody. Never thought that I needed to, and like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Alright,
get that.
well,
I get
that's
that
lucky.
from Dom, though.
Mhm.
I get that
I mean,
from Dom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely been times where I'm just like, I'm not gonna go buy it.
I'm sure I've probably benefited from other people doing it, but I never like went out of my way to try to do something like that. I don't know.
You know, I think I learned that at a young age though.
What?
Balling on a budget. Cause and I'll give all the credit in the world to my mom.
Mm.
My mom, man, love her to death. Pops made good money, but like name brand, I wanted Vans. Nope, we go down to Kobe shoes or Payless shoes and buy the fake ones.
Mm.
I wanted Levi's. Nope, I'd get Tough Skins.
You get Jordache.
Nah, I didn't even enjoy it. They were Tough Skins. And if you got shit, Tough Skins are probably gone by the time you guys were around. Tough Skins were the most bunk ass pants out there. It was like a fake denim, and they had the big
Fake
padded.
denim.
How do
yeah,
you have a fake
it
denim?
was a fake denim, and it had the padding on the inside of the knees. That's why they were called Tough Skins. So if you fall down or you're playing on on the playground, it would wear through.
It was
and
like
then
double thick.
and then you just buy the little repair patches and iron them on. And dude, they suck because it didn't flex. Like regular denim, you sit down, it stretches.
Oh.
This didn't flex, so you sit down in class, and the waistband would come all the way down, and your ass crack was always hanging. And you're sitting there like this in class all day, getting yelled at by the teacher because you're
Keep
moving
still.
around. Yeah, keep
Keep
still.
still, Mark.
Because
But my ass crack's hanging out.
they don't break in.
They never break. They don't fade.
What the
That
hell?
sounds
Yeah.
like high quality pants.
Yeah,
Right
it
there.
actually sounds like good pants.
Dude, no, but they suck, bro. And trust me, man, they suck. I didn't get my first pair of Levi's until I was in junior high school, and I bought them on my own because I had a paper route, and I bought them at a spot down in Chula Vista. It was called Price Breakers at the time.
Well, you know,
And, And they were like $12 because they didn't have the little red tab that was torn off, and the brown Levi's tab was torn off, so they could sell them at a bootleg price. So now I was balling on a budget.
Dang.
Okay, well, now that I'm thinking about it, like I used to get hand-me-downs, like from my cousin, and he used to buy like Tommy Hilfiger and Perry Ellis and shit like that. So I guess that would be balling on a budget. I don't know.
Kind of. I mean, I got hand-me-downs from
I
my
think that's
uncles.
convenient.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the only thing I can think about it. Like, I mean,
That's just being fortunate to have that kind of hand-me-down.
yeah.
Because I got hand-me-downs from my brother, and they were tough skins too.
You're
got
like, I
tougher
don't
skin,
want
son.
these.
Hey, Mark got the toughest skin.
Yeah. Hey, and the thing was, he was a lot bigger than me too. So they were big tough skins. So I had put a belt on, they'd be bunched up on one side. And that's where the cholos got it from. I put the two pleats in the front like this.
Yeah. I used to do that too.
So, yeah, thank you, Mom. Love you.
Like, oh, you're complaining, huh, Mark? Complaining?
Dude, bro, like, we didn't get steak when I was a kid, dude. We got cube steak. My dad got the T-bone, and me and my brother were eating cube steak. And if you don't know what that is, they sold it in a pack of 4, and each little patty had a square of butter on it. But when you bite into it, it was like all grizzle and tendon. So it looked like a hamburger patty, but when you bit it and you pulled, the whole thing would unravel.
It just looked like ground beef because it was tenderized so much, even though it didn't really do anything.
There was nothing tender about it. They just pushed it through a machine that made it worm out, and then it made it into patties. And that shit was just ridiculous. And my dad would be sitting there going, what the hell my boys doing eating that shit? I make good money. Why aren't they eating steak? No, this is a lot cheaper. It's only $1.50 for 4. My dad's like, God damn. He'd so they're cutting his steak up and sharing with us.
That was a good dad. Yeah, but you're on Island Block Radio, Pulse of the Pacific, where paradise lives. This segment is brought to you by
The Island Block concert series. If you didn't catch one of the first 3 shows that just happened previously, come out to the House of Blues in Anaheim on July 14th to catch the greatest of all time.
The GOAT.
I think we talked about that. Right?
Yeah.
I think we all agreed to that one.
Yes. Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji will be out there July 14th, House of Blues, Anaheim. If you don't have tickets yet, please DM Joe Sav. He got tickets on deck for you guys.
Nice. So, next segment. Being shamed for your not knowing your native tongue. So I put being shamed for your native tongue, but not knowing your native tongue is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and then like and traditional practices and stuff like that.
Right.
I guess.
Well, I guess even knowing your native language and then being shamed by society sometimes too. We see that happen a lot. Within like Facebook, those are all the kind of blown up. But Dom, so you brought up this subject because maybe something happened.
Yeah, like growing up, especially around the Guam Club, you're taught to go, amen the manamku, either shake your hand or kiss your aunties on the cheek or whatever.
Right.
But there are a few uncles that I could count on to give me crap basically for not fangingi them. Touch it. If you don't know fangingi, it's basically touching the elder's hand to your forehead. As like a blessing or something like that.
Right.
Sign of respect.
Yeah. But there were a couple that would give you crap for it. Just it's like and it's not I understand from their point, but at the same time, like I wasn't forced or even disciplined for not doing that. Yeah.
Right.
It's always like I put out my hand to shake a hand or whatever.
Right.
And then also there were a couple of the Mononku that would they would give me like they would speak to me in Chamorro. They try to have a conversation, like ask me who am I or how am I doing or whatever in Chamorro, and I'd be like, what?
Right.
I don't understand. And then a few of them will be like, look at this guy, he doesn't even understand what I'm saying to him.
Right.
Directly to my face. And to around the people that are like a group of like 5 or 6 people that are standing around us.
Right.
And I don't know. It's just something that.
Do you think you still hold that that like memory?
Yeah.
To this day.
It had a really. obviously, since it had an impact on me, and I still think about it to this day. You know, it's like what could have happened differently in my upbringing to have changed that, or changed their opinion, or the way that they looked at the youth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Melanie, you've had experiences like that too?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when I was Liberation Queen. I mean, there was people.
Oh, that's right. You were Liberation Queen. What year were you?
2006.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
I
Wait,
didn't realize we were sitting amongst royalty.
I mean,
amongst
Yeah.
Majesty.
bound
I'm
out.
just saying. I was in
Milady.
I was in the
that
damn
was
kitchen.
hey, that was
Vince was definitely in the kitchen.
that was my wife's thing when we were on Guam. What year was she queen?
She was 2007 and
Seven, right?
2008.
Yeah.
So every time we would go somewhere, she goes, "Oh yeah, when I came back here when I was queen in 2007 in Guam."
Yep.
That's how she described everything she
Yeah.
wanted to share with us. I was like, "You gotta say that every single time."
Yes, you have
Oh,
to.
she's like, "Yes, I have to." I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That's exactly what I did when I was in Guam in March. I was like, so when I was queen, I went here.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
But yeah, I mean, I was a lot of the girls when I went back in Guam in 2006. They were asking me like, "Oh, do you even know what Bañuelos is?" Or, "Oh, this is Finadeni." I'm like, "I know what it is." Like they act like because we lived in the States, we don't know anything about our culture. So a lot of shaming regarding what I knew about the island, and also, I mean, I remember to this day, on Coronation Day, one of the uncles came in and was grilling me because I didn't know the coordinates of where Guam was. So just like real detailed stuff, I remember just getting shamed for.
Wow. And you know, it's funny. You actually just recently went on a date with another Chamorro dude, and he was kind of like shaming you.
He was.
Right on the date.
He definitely was.
And you were like,
I was like,
10 more beers, please.
just bring 3 more pictures.
Yeah. It's on
Yeah,
him. It's on him.
He definitely asked if I was born and raised out here. I told him yes. Then he kind of looked at me and like laughed, and he was like, "Well, how often do you go back?" And I said, "Well, I've only gone back twice." And he was like, "What? Why?" I was like, "I have a job, and I also don't have like the money to just be
Because it's
spending."
expensive, job blue. Okay, how about that?
You got a flight balling on a budget to Guam?
If he does, he needs to be giving that to me.
We don't fly
Buddy
Spirit,
Pass.
bro.
Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm sure people thought about it, but I don't think they want to say nothing because they knew who my dad was.
Oh.
Not like in a celebrity sense, but my dad wasn't scared to like tell anybody off. So like, I'm sure if somebody came up to me like that, my dad would probably say like, what the hell you say to my son? Like,
Yeah.
it's it's not his fault. You don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing good out here, or we're teaching him how to succeed out here.
Right.
Back in Guam, he probably excel or whatnot in the school systems or however it may be. But yeah, I mean, you could definitely feel it with some people. I don't really dig too much into it. I just say hello, and if I do feel it the first time, I honestly just don't go back because I'm not gonna force myself to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To go through that ridicule.
I mean,
Right.
And later down the line, if their attitude changes, then by all means.
Yeah. I'm weird like that. Like if I feel like they don't like me, like I have
You
this.
dig into them though.
Yeah. I'm like, why you don't like me?
Is that why you keep talking to me?
Huh? Oh, you love me, motherfucker. I'm your best friend.
He's convinced.
Yeah.
Convinced.
Yeah, get it?
Oh, get it?
But
I'm gonna make us a video. Me and Vince.
convince
Yeah.
me. That's gonna be a new segment.
It's already a
I'll
segment.
convince you, son. We got 2 people walking around.
But that's the
same
thing
person.
is it's weird because when I look at the movement back on Guam right now is to preserve the language. It's big, they're doing it in the schools. They have online classes which I had started, but then when the baby come in, kind of fell off, and then it even fell off more with boys playing baseball. Kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping to sign up again. And one of the things that Dr. Bovacqua actually said was like, it was for him to learn Chamorro, it was such a like a gauntlet to go through. Like he would get ridiculed and made fun of.
Yeah.
If he's saying it wrong, even though he's trying to say it, like they would just like poke at him. And this isn't like his like his friends or his counterparts. These are his like uncles and aunts. These are older people that are
that he's trying to converse with.
and then they're just sitting there and they're bashing him.
Yeah.
And I was kind of shocked when he told me that, because I was like, damn, really? He's like, yeah, it was like, or he didn't say like, damn, really to me, but he was saying that it was really disheartening to know that at that time that, you know, he couldn't get across to them that he was trying to learn, and if he doesn't learn, you're going to end up losing the language, because it's the only way. You have to encourage more than just
exactly. I don't understand that mindset of the older generation. It's like, I think that's probably what happened to me when I was younger, is because I was like a sensitive kid, so I always took shit to heart. You know what I mean? And like, I could only imagine for somebody to be trying and then to be put down for that. It's like why am I even doing this? You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's
Let me ask you this: you think the people that do the shaming, you think they're obviously doing it because they had the same expectation?
Same expectation as what? What do you mean?
As it's like the way they grew up, they're expecting everybody in their ethnicity to grow up the same way.
Well,
now is it like almost like a rite of passage? Like,
I don't think I don't think it's that, because if you're talking about the same way, when you're talking about our grandparents were going through a time frame when they were forced to not speak their language and beaten to not speak their language.
I get that.
You know what I mean? And then they had to like hide it, that they were still talking, you know, Chamorro. And you can only imagine the generation right under them was probably forced, like, don't speak that language around here because you're going to get hurt. You know, like Japanese might, beat you.
Yeah.
Or worse. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we have family. You guys have family. Your auntie, back on Guam, Auntie Emily, who basically defied everybody. Was like, no, I'm speaking it. I don't give a shit. And she has stories for days, man, about her like getting beat and, you know, punished. So I don't think it's a rite of passage. I think it's just it got lost in translation, or you know,
so
not lost in translation, but lost through the generation.
Right.
So why would anybody get mad about that?
I think there's some that weren't like didn't have to deal with the time or the kind of beatings that some of our grandparents had to deal with. Like if they came from Saipan, it might have been different on Saipan. It wasn't quite the same as it was on Guam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think, and I'm not trying to like throw up conflict, but Saipan was working with the Japanese. You know what I mean? So it was. I'm pretty sure that the beatings weren't as severe. The punishment, right? So you know they just kind of sat there and kind of like spoke in the background, but not speaking it. That to their face, maybe.
Yeah.
On Guam, it was like we need to make sure they understand what we're trying to do here, and you know, doing what's the cave where they burned them and threw the grenades in there.
Down there.
Hey, scoot up.
What's the name of those caves where they have where they burned all the bodies at? It's down by Inarahan or down by Telefoco.
Down south, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but that was.
I do remember hearing that.
Yeah.
But you know, things like that. I mean, that's why they would be upset. I mean, you could talk to my grandpa about it. I mean,
that doesn't seem logical to me.
It doesn't seem logical to me either. But you know, like I said, we're now in a different time, so there is opportunities to learn language and to learn the traditions that
there's a lot more.
Yeah, but is it it's not the generation of your grandparents, it's the generation after them, the uncles and stuff, right?
That are doing the ridiculing?
Yeah, because they probably, you know, if they're like in their 50s or 60s, they might speak full Chamorro, and that's great, man. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody's like, damn, that's, you know, it's dumb. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but don't put down the people that are right under you, down, who are like in their 30s and, you know, thinking that you're better because you speak full Chamorro.
Yeah.
Shit, make a program.
Yeah.
You know, help out. Like, there's plenty of ways to do that.
like even just like even just
correct them.
You know, or not even that. It's just like if you speak to them in Chamorro and they don't understand. Oh, this means that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I would have really appreciated that growing up in the Guam Club.
Yeah.
Like you know, as a kid.
And that's really what the Guam Club's supposed to be for. It's a learning center.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just there to learn the cha-cha, guys, and drink Bud Light all day.
You know, I
Oh, is
That's a plus.
because I definitely
She's like, that's
mastered
my
in that.
that's my stuff right there.
growing up, I kind of went through the same thing too. Just not So I knew Spanish. I knew Spanish when I was small, because my grandmother spoke it to me all the time. They were watching me when my mom went to school, so I was fluent in Spanish and English. And when I went to school back then, if you spoke Spanish, at school they didn't want you to do that, so they sent you to an English immersion class. And so me and the friends that I had were sent to this class. They got it at home. I didn't. So I never got Spanish at home. My mom and dad spoke nothing but English, and so I lost it. You know, I have a little bit that I remember, but I lost it. So growing up and being around other kids, and they're speaking Spanish, and they say something to me, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, huh? Oh, what, you don't speak it? And I'm like, no. What the hell? What kind of this and that are you? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, fuck you too. You know, I got to that point in my life where I was just like, well, all right, if that's the way you're going to be with me, I don't need to be around you. You know,
You're like, you know what I do know?
yeah.
Pendejo.
So, yeah, and even as I got older,
Chinga tu madre, bro.
even as I got older, and you know, coaching baseball and stuff, the group of people that I was with, they all spoke Spanish, and they would purposely do it in front of me, and then turn around and look at me like, and I just look at them and go, "What? You know, I don't know what the fuck you just said."
You should have been like, yes, I'll take 2, please.
Sin crema y cebolla. That means I don't want any sour cream or onions, please.
Oh man, but yeah, if you're out there listening, man, encourage, don't discourage. It's
Moral of the subject.
that sucks. I mean, it's rough life.
What do you do?
Yeah.
My voice
Anyway,
is cracked.
you're on the radio of the Pacific on Island Block Radio on the Dash app.
That's a whole new slogan right there. What the hell?
Yeah.
God damn.
That's the chalk version.
Yeah.
Because man, I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over.
Ad-lib the
Well,
shit
that's
out of
what
it.
here at Island Block. That's what people say. All right.
Hey, encourage, don't discourage.
Actually, no.
Hell no, discourage that
Hey,
shit.
no. Hey, actually, Joe Sav said that on one of his
What,
Well,
lists.
don't blame Joe.
He says you're on the radio
island of the radio.
No, the radio of the Pacific, radio station of the Pacific.
Don't
on
put
Island
that
Block
on
Radio.
Joe.
Yeah.
He says it
Where?
No, but you just said the
on Island Block.
Joe, when you hear that, you better
Joe,
let
watch.
us know.
I'm gonna play it
Joe,
later. I'm
come
gonna play
on, Joe. Please tell Rich he wrong.
it. You know what?
Tell him you never said
Tell
that.
your little Uso he wrong.
Nope, I ain't wrong.
Wrong.
And actually, it's a J Book song that is the bed.
Oh, now blaming on
Yahtzee.
J-Boog.
Yahtzee.
Yep.
boom Yahtzee.
Okay.
Anyway, this segment is brought to you by ParBar Entertainment, throwing on your monthly concerts all the way till August. Frustrate me, motherfucker.
Is that what it's called now?
Huh? I don't know.
Hey, yo, I'm Vince T. This is Rich D. God damn.
We're going back to our new segment though. Before Vince pisses me off. And
Can we get a drum roll, please?
It's Meilani's mixer.
Woo!
So if you
Fin, 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 fin.
I think I need a drink.
yeah. So from now on we're doing every first Thursday
First,
of the month.
okay.
Okay?
First ep of the month.
Yeah, first ep of the month. We'll bring on Meilani. She's gonna talk about her
Adventures in dating.
adventures in dating, which are exciting. I've been loving them. I hear them like usually every Sunday, and they're good. They're
I
great.
think I'm gonna quit.
And I said, you know what? You need to bring this on the show. This shit is too entertaining to not be on the radio.
You know what you need to do is put it in a book, because that would be good reading.
It's called a diary, Mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but for
Just,
everybody.
just blog it.
Just
blog
blog
Oh,
it.
like
Yeah.
a dating Bible.
or
Yes.
vlog it. What?
Vlog it.
Vlog it.
YouTube.
Yeah. You know,
Underneath the new ParBar Entertainment Company.
Yeah. On the island.
On the Island Radio.
radio of the islands.
Powered by Island Block Dash.
By the Dash Radio app.
these
Where
guys.
where the pulse of the bar pars.
Pars
You know
of the
what?
Pacific.
Cars of the
Parts of the Pacific. I love it.
That's our shit. There you go, Dom.
See,
Yes.
brainstorming.
Yes.
Hey, see, brainstorming. Boom. That's what I just gave you.
Live. Boom. We just did that.
Okay,
Yes.
stop it. Knock it off.
All right. Back to the
Fine.
segment.
Oh my God.
All right. So, Maylani's Mixer. Introducing Maylani. Say hello, Maylani.
Hello, everyone.
She is single in the dating scene.
And singling and mingling.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, the mingling's not going so well. So that's why she
That's why she's just singling.
more signaling. Like, cut this shit out.
Basically. I just give up at this point.
So tell us a little bit about you. What you do here, what you've done, a little bit your history, your past.
All of that?
Yeah.
Or whatever you're comfortable
I mean, you
with.
are
Yeah.
a college graduate, so that's a big deal.
Yes.
That's a plus in the dating scene.
Yeah, what did you study?
Recreation, parks, and tourism with an emphasis of events and conference planning.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yes, finally.
Nice. You're actually working in the field you went to school for.
Exactly. I'm
Proud of you.
what, 6-7 years later?
Hey, at least you got there.
Yeah, so
the point.
I mean,
So you did graduate from college, and then you went to work for a little bit.
worked in retail, just did whatnot up in San Francisco,
The normal.
and then moved back home and kind of got stuck in just another job, and then finally was able to get an event planning job recently in December. So happy about that, learning a lot of things and gaining knowledge and resources.
Do you see your college degree like coming out during your event
I don't
planning?
really
so far?
remember much of my
Oh
call.
my god!
But
That's not the answer you should have told.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, I went to wine countries for field trips, so
damn, that's awesome.
That's pretty
yeah.
Is that why you took that? I would have took that too. bro.
Basically,
Played
played games during classes.
what?
Yeah,
cool. Great tax money put to
Man.
use.
it was good times.
All right. Well, so then tell us what you like to do. What's your things that you enjoy, as far as like
Long walks on the beach,
yeah.
candlelight dinner.
Yeah, those kind of
Definitely
things.
none of that. I'm just kidding. I think I like being social. I like being out in the scene every once in a while. I mean, I also like staying home and just lounging with family and whatnot. But
Are you a movie buff?
I like movies. I don't like paying $12 for a movie, but I mean,
Palm Promenade.
There you go.
Will
$6
you,
bucks.
will you binge watch a show?
yes,
Favorite show on
Ooh.
Netflix
on Netflix.
only. This will tell a lot about your
Netflix.
personality.
It's been a while. Dexter was one of my favorites.
Oh, that's a good
Breaking
show.
Bad.
Breaking Bad was good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely a really good show.
So drugs.
Yeah, meth
Definitely.
is good. Meth is always good.
Definitely the drugs.
Drugs, definitely.
Well, it's not like he did the drugs.
No, I didn't.
You just made them.
I didn't say did the drugs.
I didn't do it, Richard.
Watch the show about the drugs.
Yeah, I learned how to make it, and
Dexter's ending was sucky.
Serial
Yeah,
killers and meth.
definitely was horrible
I think
ending.
the same writers that wrote the ending of Dexter wrote Game of Thrones.
Thrones.
I don't watch that
Just
one.
burn it all.
Yeah. I
That
didn't
definitely
watch-
did not get into that
Dom,
show.
you didn't watch it either, right?
What?
Game of Thrones.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, more about you.
Yeah. So what else? What
Wow.
else? You like what else? Music?
I like music, live concerts.
Concerts?
Concerts are fun, definitely during the summer.
Sammy J was a good concert we went to.
Don't really remember
You ever
that
seen
one.
Dominic
but
Bloss live?
yes,
What do
I
you
have.
think?
It's great.
That's all right. Okay, keep going.
That was a jerk move.
All
I
right.
just want to make sure. Oh boy.
What else? What else?
What else? I mean, my friends and I go hiking up in Laguna, so that's fun. Hang out at the beach, drink on the beach. A lot of drinking, I think. involves.
Drinking?
Drinking on the beach?
Isn't that against
Drinking on the
the law?
It's
right now?
illegal.
Not if you
Yeah.
put it in a hydro flask.
Yeah.
In a
no,
shaker
it's
bottle.
Still
I
illegal.
mean, me and Rich got away.
So
with
you're a
it.
problem solver. That's what I heard about
You
that.
know
You're
it.
a problem solver, ain't that right, Rich?
I'm here
You are a
to
problem
solve
solver.
problems.
Problem solved.
There you go.
What else? What else?
Guys, I think I'm a really boring person. I mean, I obviously plan all the family parties, so anything that involves social
Gatherings?
get-togethers. I think I just like to see everyone just laughing and having a great time.
What about your counterpart? What are you looking in for a guy? What you want him taller? You mind shorter? You want him like with a tan? A really dark tan?
You want him handsome? You want him semi-handsome?
Yeah.
What the hell is
How- okay.
semi-handsome?
Do looks play a big part of it?
not a huge part, but I also have to like looking at the person.
I can't stand looking at you.
Hey,
You are a
you know
weird
what, bro?
looking
You cool, but
motherfucker.
you ugly as shit.
You're nice as hell, but goddamn, you're ugly.
I wish you were a little more handsome. You'd be perfect.
No,
But I think I told her, I was like, pretty people aren't the nicest people in
no,
the world,
they
man.
definitely
They're
aren't.
douches.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I'm not saying I sit here and like date great looking guys.
Oh, I got a question for you. It's awesome.
Oh,
What's your
great.
favorite type of Kelligwin?
Oh,
That's coming from a viewer.
I really do love fish Kelligwin.
That.
What type of fish Kelligwin?
I don't know, the one my auntie Dina makes.
Oh, that.
Like-
It's
what, it's-
Yeah, it's sway.
Sway.
Yeah. That one.
Nice.
Fire.
That
Yeah.
one's so good, but only hers.
Only her fish Kelligwin?
Only her
Yep.
fish Kelligwin.
Oh, okay. Well, that's maybe
Auntie
the.
Dina Camacho.
Well, then, okay, just throw her whole legal name out there.
Just letting you know.
Related
That-
to
A million.
Yeah.
Camacho.
That's all I know.
Okay, so You
So
like-
yeah. So I mean, looks does play a huge thing, but I mean,
what's your
Decent.
what would you say your like percentage of looks rates? Like in actors, like think of actors. Who's like your bare minimum actor you're looking at?
I don't know.
Like okay, so there's guys
Like
Jason
Michael B.
Momoa.
Jordan.
like Jason Momoa. Is he hot?
Yes.
Ridiculously hot, right? Like a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about Mark Wahlberg?
Why is it always
Yeah.
Jason Momoa?
10?
Rich?
Is he a 10?
Yeah.
Rich thinks he's a 10.
No, I'm
Like,
trying
how
to
about The
trying
Rock?
to gauge where this is at.
Momoa is a king.
Stephen Curry or Stephen Curry. Like is
Like
he
he's
like
cute, but I'm just like it's not my.
is he like a 7
Yeah.
or is he going lower?
7. 6, 7.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry. Okay, so like that's exactly like your bare minimum 6 or 7s.
Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard.
I'm not trying to shoot for a 10 because I definitely know that's not something that.
Why? I would. I did.
That's
Look at me.
your-
I'm like a maybe a 5. Hard 4.
You ain't going lower than a 4. So.
Yeah. That's about my.
So you're conceited.
No, I just know where my rate,
No,
my
he's
looking
he's
rates.
realistic.
Yeah. Have you seen yourself?
Hell yeah, man. I'm like maybe a mid 2.
Yeah. I mean, you're a solid 4 as well.
Hey,
I think it's the nose.
hey,
I
I'm
don't
a
know.
nice guy.
And that's the thing. Hey, when you ugly, you gotta be nice and personable.
Hey,
See?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I got a job.
Yeah.
That makes me a
Yes,
5.
definitely.
So that adds points, right? Okay.
Definitely a job.
Education. You need high school diploma. You need.
Good credit
Yeah,
score.
definitely a high school diploma. I mean, college is not for everyone,
Minimum.
so that's fine.
Minimum.
But
Is that your bare minimum?
yes,
High school diploma.
Yes.
What if he's balling with no high school diploma?
Ooh. Like
I
he
mean,
figured it out?
how?
How balling?
Maybe he's an Instagram model.
Ew.
Maybe he's a professional.
That's not a real job.
musician or something,
That is true.
I mean, that's cool too. I mean,
or just an entrepreneur and doesn't need college.
No,
True.
she's at high school though.
yeah,
mean,
at least,
diploma.
at least
but
high
I'm
school.
yeah, I mean, you have no people with no diploma that are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
High school diploma / GED.
All right.
Right, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah,
Good
All
enough
right.
diploma.
So we got about a 6 or 7 on looks. You need at least a high school diploma. You got to be sociable.
Income?
You gotta have a job.
Is there income?
I'm not that type of person. I mean,
Okay.
as long as you can pay
Support
your
yourself.
bills and
Yeah.
whatnot,
Not
then
depend on you for it.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah. Don't be hitting her up for no gas money and shit.
Right.
If you can't pay for your gas,
Babe.
You ain't getting no ass.
Hey, man. This segment is weird enough for me already.
family.
Shit. Calm down, bro.
I have my two
Damn.
brothers sitting next to me right now. This is very awkward.
One laughed and one got
Can't even
offended.
make any, you can't even
This
make
one
any
al-
serious jokes right now.
All right.
God.
So we're gonna do this segment once a month. Every first episode of the month, you'll hear Maylani's mixer. Man, thank you for coming on. I
Yes.
appreciate it. I think it's
Thanks,
funny. I think it's
guys.
good. I think it'd be a good
It's
segment.
gonna be a good time with it.
Yeah, but
I'm
you know, at least we
We
get to
don't
hear.
need to put her dating life with good time, all right?
Yeah,
Yeah, guys.
but you know, like no,
These
I'm
dates
saying
are
like
not that great.
Shouldn't she be having a good time?
I hope she has a good
dating?
time.
Be
when she's
having a
dating.
good time.
I don't care, all right? Just end the goddamn show.
Yeah. I just don't want her to come on here and start crying one day. I'm like, all right, whose ass we whipping?
Tag him, son.
Tag 'em, tag 'em.
If you out there listening, we're coming for you.
We're leaving the show right now. This is gonna be a short episode
We'll be back and talk about what happened.
We're gonna go live here in 10 minutes.
If they come back.
on location.
Yeah, on location. ParBar live on location.
Oh my god.
It'll be like an episode of Cops.
Yeah.
Stop resisting. But I'm just sitting in my car. Stop resisting.
All right. With that being said, man, you guys got anything else? That's just hilarious.
Nah, I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We're gonna get out of here. Thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
With that being said, you're on Island Block Radio, Post of the Pacific,
Where
paradise
paradise
lives.
lives.
Escalators.
Shoots.
Oh shit. That was funny.
La